Okay, my friends, thank you for tuning back into my channel. A lot of things happened since last Saturday. As you are all aware of it, Hamas attacked the Israeli peace party or festival they had there just a mile away from the Palestinian border, from the Gaza border. And they killed at least 260 or 265 people there on the field in the desert. Just slaughtered those teenagers, I would say. And then of course they went into several border cities and slaughtered many more civilians, and I think the count as of today it's like 1,200 Israelis killed. Of course Israel gonna retaliate, and they already did. They bombarded Gaza, and today they advised 1.1 million Palestinian people in Gaza to move from the north down to the south within 24 hours. I personally think it's impossible for them to do that. First of all, Hamas is blocking the roads. They will not let anyone leave, because they use the civilian population as a shield. They think, oh, well, if we use the civilian as a shield, the Israelis will not shoot at us. And I think they shouldn't be so sure about it, because the Israeli military, all of them, they're pretty, pissed off of what happened, this unprovoked terrorist attack. Now Hamas is in charge, and Hamas, I think they were formed in 1984 or 85. I'm not 100% sure about this right now. And Hamas is a Sunni Islamic political military organization, who presently run the Gaza Strip of the Palestinian territories. Then there is another headquarter or satellite office. Yeah, let's say that. Satellite office in the West Bank. This is a larger territory compared to Gaza. And this is controlled by, it's called Fatah. They in charge there. So there are many different political fractions who control that and that and that. It's just, you can't even keep up with it anymore. The West Bank is also separated in sections, section A, B, C, where Jews are, where Arabs are, and there they actually work together. Arabs and Jews work together side by side. They're friends. They have barbecues together. This Hamas, this organization, I think they stir up more than actually the Palestinian people want or wait for. The Hamas is just, they're killers. They just want to go out and kill as many Jews as they can. And my personal opinion is, since I follow that stuff since I can't remember, early 70s, they will not rest until there is no Jew left in Israel and everything gets turned over to Palestine. And they want all of them basically pushed into the ocean. It's not easy for me to describe what I really want to say. I don't find the right words for it. But the hatred, it's so strong from the Palestinian, from Hamas. I'm not saying all Palestinian people hate the Jews, but many of them, if not most, unless they're all controlled by Hamas and they're so afraid to open their mouths, they just get along with it. If there would be no Hamas, I think there would be a lot more peace there. The kids grow up with hatred for the Jews. Just like, think back to Afghanistan. The United States went into Afghanistan for 20 years. 20 years ago, a kid was born, grew up under occupation by the US military. Friends, family members, neighbors got killed, bombarded. You grow up like that, you're gonna hate the people who do that to you. You will not sit there and not resist. And I understand this, it's just hard to imagine what's happening now. Israel gonna invade the Gaza Strip. They're gonna infiltrate. They're gonna go house by house. It's gonna be Israel's Fallujah, like the United States, the Marines and the Rangers had in Fallujah. They will go in. They will clear everything, but it's gonna be their Stalingrad. I mean, it's gonna be concrete bunker, after concrete bunker, house after house after house, booby traps, tunnels, just like it was in Vietnam. They have tunnels that go from one rice field to the other rice field, and here they have tunnels that go from one high-rise building to the next. I've seen on the news that they bombarded like 2,000 houses and flattened them, but how do you make sure the tunnels are gone too? I mean, now you got all this rubble laying around there, and you have 2 million Palestinians who don't know where to go. So when the Israelis, the IDF forces go in there, how will they determine now who's what? The Palestinian people, Hamas, they don't wear uniform. They parade sometimes on the streets with their green flags and bandanas and all this stuff. But in combat, they look like civilians. So how do you determine now who's civilian and who is not? Hamas is sit there and shooting at the IDF, and as soon as they get overrun, they drop their weapons, say, I'm a civilian, I didn't know where to go. How do you determine this? So this is going to be a tough fight, and I personally think many civilians gonna pay the price, innocent civilians, and this is bad on both sides. I'm not picking sides here. I never really understood the hatred versus each other over there in the Middle East. And this goes on for thousands of years. In the old days, the tribes were fighting each other. The Arab tribes, they were never united. They were all single tribes, left and right, up and down, south, east, west, and they always were fighting over territory, over land, over religious, how can I say, disagreements. It will never end over there. I mean, there is no solution, in my opinion. Back in the day, the politicians here in America, they always talked about two-state solution. There is no two-state solution. I'm saying that for 20 years. The Jews in Israel and the Arabs, Palestinian, they will never come together. It just doesn't work. Israel could say, yeah, we tear down all the walls and you guys can mix and we can live all together here. It would not work. The terror attacks still would happen. The Palestinian people want the Jews, the Israelis out of there. So how do you fix it? Send me emails. Let me know what you think. And in my next podcast I'm gonna answer some questions of, you raise in your emails. Not the dumb ones, but the good ones. Okay, my friends, I appreciate you tuning in, and I could talk for hours, but I don't want to overdo it. I haven't prepared myself either. I was just sitting here on my computer and I thought I'm gonna get my thoughts out of my head and make a quick recording and upload it, so to see what you guys think about it. Okay, my friends, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Just click on it, put in your email, and that's all, and you're gonna get a notification once I upload a new video or audio podcast. I will do both, audio and video. I just cannot do video yet because the office, the way I set it up, looks like crap, so I wanted to clean it up and make it look nice so it's not as embarrassing as it is right now. Okay, my friends, thank you for tuning in. I talk to you soon. Bye bye.